I'm Colleen Sheehan, and welcome to Next Generation Classics. And I'm here to show you why classic cars are just as amazing as modern supercars. And today I'm going to show you how with this 1929 Ford Model A. Ford's Model T brought the automobile to the masses, and it was groundbreaking. But it was the Model A that really refined the cars. The Model T was pretty crude, and it was great as a first car, but it was the Model A that brought style and character and different body styles, and it really was groundbreaking with its technology. It was just leaps and bounds ahead of the Model T, and that is why even today, 100 years later, it is still a car that collectors, hot rodders, enthusiasts all over the world still love. So the Model A had about 40 horsepower, which was crazy back in 1929. But you think about it today, the Mustang GTD has over 800 horsepower. But in my opinion, a car like the GTD with 800 horsepower, I mean, realistically, where are you going to be able to use all that horsepower? And if you're somewhere like me here in California, just south of LA, there's not open roads where you can actually take that car and utilize even a fraction of that kind of power. Mostly you're stuck in traffic on the freeway anyways. And besides that, I always say I would rather drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow. It's just so much more enjoyable to me. Plus, something like this Model A, we wouldn't have the modern supercars today without this. It was revolutionary and groundbreaking, and it's such an important part of automotive history. So this car has been very nicely restored, and it's kept that really vintage feel. It hasn't been hot rodded, so you really get that 1929 kind of vibe from it, which I absolutely love. But it has had some really nice modern upgrades to make it more user-friendly. I have a car from 1930, and mine is all original 1930 technology, so it can be a bit grumpy and have its own kind of temperament to it, whereas this car has been converted from 6 volt to 12 volt, so it's a lot easier to keep charged. You don't need a special charger for it. And it has some modern upgrades like more modern headlights and taillights, so the lights are actually kind of worthwhile. In my car, the lights don't do anything at night, but this car, if you want to actually drive it at night, the headlights can actually shine light on the road and really make it usable in night. Another one of the improvements on this car is it has an alternator and a more modern distributor. And basically on these cars back in 1930, the old style distributors didn't have any spark advance. And so these two levers on the side of the steering wheel, the one on the left controls the spark advance, and then the one on the right is throttle. And basically the old distributors, as you would go faster and the engine's going faster, you would have to manually advance the spark. But on this car, because it has a more modern distributor, you don't need to manipulate the spark on startup, which just makes the car that much more user-friendly, especially for somebody who might not be accustomed to a car of this age. On older cars like this, the gas tank was usually in the front right here, and it's gravity fed, which is pretty cool, but it's not the most user-friendly. So in my 1930 BMW, basically once you get down to about a quarter tank, you're kind of guessing as to when it's going to run out of gas, because at one point it's just not enough gravity to keep feeding the gas down to the carburetor. This car, this is still here, but the gas tank is no longer located here. It's actually in the back of the car, and there is a fuel pump. So it makes it to where it's a lot more reliable, and you don't have to kind of guess when you're going to run out of gas. So it's just one more little upgrade that they've done where you keep that classic look to the car, but it's a little bit easier to maintain and drive and enjoy without worrying about all the little details. The Model A kind of standardized the normal pedal configuration that we all know today. Before then, it was kind of random. Sometimes you'd get the left side had the gas and all kinds of randomness. But this is your standard configuration. But the different thing is when you turn the key, and then the throttle, the gas, is actually this little button right down here. And then for the starter, you don't actually twist the key, you hit the starter right here, like that. And that starts the car up. So I hope you guys help me to preserve the passion for these classic cars. They're so important and so much fun to just know the history of them because it makes the cars today what they are. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and learned a little something new about the Model A. If you like this video, then please subscribe and stay tuned because we got a lot more videos coming very soon.